Gypsy-Rose Blanchard's journey towards self-reinvention has been nothing short of extraordinary, marked by moments of vulnerability and raw honesty that continue to captivate audiences worldwide. In a recent candid revelation shared through her personal social media channels, the 34-year-old opened up about a deeply personal aspect of her ongoing transformation, the state of her natural hair. For those unfamiliar with her story, Gypsy-Rose's life has been a tapestry woven from threads of unimaginable hardship, resilience, and eventual liberation. Having endured years of psychological and physical abuse at the hands of her mother, D.D. Blanchard, who fabricated illnesses to keep her daughter dependent and confined, Gypsy-Rose's path to freedom was fraught with legal battles and public scrutiny. Her release from prison in late 2023, following her conviction for the 2016 murder of her mother, marked not just the end of one chapter but the explosive beginning of another. Now, as a mother herself, she navigates the complexities of parenthood, personal growth, and public life with a transparency that feels both revolutionary and intimately human. The revelation in question came via an Instagram story, a platform where Gypsy-Rose has increasingly turned to share unfiltered glimpses into her daily realities. Accompanying a selfie that boldly showcased her pixie cut, a stark departure from the flowing locks fans had grown accustomed to, was a caption that laid bare the toll of her recent aesthetic experiments. "This is my real natural hair," she wrote, her words carrying the weight of someone who has learned to embrace imperfection after a lifetime of imposed facades. The image captured a woman with short, textured strands framing her face, a look that exuded quiet defiance and a touch of whimsy. But beneath the surface glamour of social media, there was a story of damage and deliberate healing. "I had to cut it really short because nearly 2 years of bleaching completely fried it," she confessed, her language evoking the visceral pain of transformation gone awry. Bleaching, a process often glamorized in beauty tutorials and celebrity makeovers, had instead become a cautionary tale in her hands, a chemical assault that left her locks brittle, lifeless, and irreparably harmed. To understand the depth of this admission, one must consider the broader context of Gypsy-Rose's physical evolution since her release. The past year has seen her embrace changes that symbolize a reclaiming of agency over her body, a body long controlled by others. In April 2024, she underwent rhinoplasty, a surgical procedure aimed at reshaping her nose to align more closely with her vision of self. Speaking exclusively to a prominent entertainment outlet at the time, she described this step as part of a personal transformation journey, one that extended beyond the physical to encompass emotional and spiritual renewal. "I'm going through a personal transformation journey currently, and that includes a physical one too," she stated, her voice steady with determination. The surgery, documented in the upcoming series Gypsy-Rose, Life After Lockup, was not merely cosmetic but cathartic, a deliberate act of rewriting the narrative etched into her features by years of Munchausen syndrome by proxy, the fabricated illnesses that kept her wheelchair-bound and infantilized well into adulthood. Yet hair, ephemeral, expressive, and deeply tied to identity, holds a unique place in this narrative. For Gypsy-Rose, it has been both a shield and a statement. The bleaching phase, spanning nearly 2 years, was likely an extension of her desire to shed the remnants of her past self. Blonde hues, often synonymous with reinvention in Hollywood lore, promised a fresh start, a luminous veil over the shadows of trauma. But the reality was far harsher. Chemical treatments, when aggressive and prolonged, strip away the hair's natural proteins, leaving it porous, prone to breakage, and devoid of vitality. "Fried" is no exaggeration. It's the term stylists reserve for hair that's been scorched at the molecular level, where heat tools and peroxides have conspired to render strands as fragile as spun glass. Gypsy-Rose's decision to shear it all off was thus an act of radical self-care, a pruning back to the roots, literally and figuratively, to allow for regrowth. "I don't feel comfortable with short hair," she admitted, her honesty disarming in its relatability. Who among us hasn't mourned the loss of length, the security blanket of flowing tresses? Yet, in her choice to wear a high-quality wig during this interim, she bridges vulnerability with empowerment, turning a setback into a stylish interlude. Wigs in Gypsy-Rose's world are more than accessories, they are armor and artistry intertwined. High-quality pieces, crafted from human hair or premium synthetics, offer versatility, a cascade of waves one day, a sleek bob the next, without compromising on authenticity. Her preference for them underscores a practical wisdom born from necessity. "I'm giving my hair a fresh start so it can grow long again," she explained, outlining a regimen of nurturing that likely includes deep conditioning masks, scalp massages, and perhaps even professional trichology consultations. Hair growth is a slow symphony, averaging half an inch per month under optimal conditions, and for someone in the public eye, patience is both a virtue and a challenge. This phase of her life mirrors the broader arc of recovery, incremental, intentional, and illuminated by moments of joy. Just days before this hair revelation, she and her partner, Ken Erker, welcomed their daughter, Aurora Reyna Erker, on December 28, 2024, an auspicious date aligning with the anniversary of her prison release. The birth, announced with the exuberant caption, "New Year, New Mom, New Haircut, New Me," encapsulated the whirlwind of change. Motherhood, with its sleepless nights and profound bonds, adds another layer to her hair odyssey. Postpartum shifts in hormones can exacerbate hair thinning, making her commitment to health all the more poignant. Reflecting on Gypsy-Rose's story invites a deeper meditation on the intersections of beauty, trauma, and autonomy. Her mother's manipulations extended to every facet of appearance. Fed through tubes, dressed in childish garb, her hair perhaps styled to perpetuate the illusion of perpetual youth and illness. Emerging from that cocoon, Gypsy-Rose's experiments with bleach and surgery are rebellions in miniature, assertions that her body is hers to command. Yet they also highlight the pitfalls of rapid reinvention. The beauty industry, valued at hundreds of billions globally, peddles quick fixes that often exact hidden costs. Bleaching, for instance, requires meticulous aftercare, pH-balanced shampoos, UV protection, and trims to banish split ends. Neglect these and the damage cascades. Gypsy-Rose's transparency serves as a beacon for others on similar paths. Survivors of abuse, new parents, anyone chasing a new me amid life's unrelenting pace. It humanizes her, stripping away the sensationalism that once defined her media coverage.